He is the last purple-robed celestial master of Dragon Peak. Today, someone live-streamed threatening to come and attack the purple-robed celestial master. He kept saying to believe in science. At this moment, at the foot of Qingyan Mountain, Master Ma, with a lightning 5-section whip, came to challenge the purple-robed celestial master celestial lord without hesitation. He even started a live stream. He said he's going to show something to everyone today and help expose some frauds. When they heard that someone was going to expose frauds, the purple-robed celestial master's live stream instantly surpassed 1 billion viewers. The man angrily exclaimed, "Go call your master out to get beaten up. Taoist apprentice, calm him down. Let's have a peaceful conversation instead of resorting to violence all the time." He was pushed away by the man. He is the master of the lightning 5-section whip, and also the champion of 70 kilograms free combat. Taoist apprentice quickly stopped him, urging him not to offend the celestial lord of the Hall of the Three Purities at all costs. The man escalated the situation, saying he didn't have to go up but master had to come down and shout 3 times that I have lost. As soon as he said that, the effect of the live broadcast exploded on the spot. Hi, I knew that ancient martial art is fake. It's not even better than Master Ma's lightning 5-section whip. I am going to pull someone out of the Taoist temple right now. And just as the ground starts to shake, a majestic voice of the great Tao resounds. Cultivating the mysterious gate with purity, one cultivates to the point of being unrestrained. A Taoist shadow appears, clad in a purple robe. Qingyan Mountain has always been kind to others. I do not know the purpose of this lay practitioner coming here. The purple-robed celestial master looked handsome as he appeared on the live stream. The audience in the chat room are cheering and calling him handsome. A group of girls at the foot of the mountain couldn't help but exclaim, "Sisters, I have seen through the mundane world," she asked. "Does Qingyan Mountain accept female disciples?" A group of men, however, were furious. "Why does a Taoist master have to be so handsome?" The man felt a slight jolt in his heart when he was looked at by the purple-robed celestial master. He felt a little flustered just by making eye contact. Is he going to get into trouble with this person? I have heard that master has profound skills in ancient martial arts. Today, I want to broaden my horizons and learn something new. The purple-robed celestial master has allowed him to return. Ancient martial art, I don't know. What are you joking about? A respected master not knowing ancient martial art. Are you only good at eating? Lay practitioner was just joking. I am a simple person who practices cultivation. I know nothing about martial arts. Those are just rumors. Okay, I'm here to help, not to dismiss you with just a few words. Purple-robed celestial master celestial lord spoke up, saying, "Since you are so persistent, why don't we compete in something else?" After saying that, he raised his hand, and the 5 thunders started. What is this, summoning lightning with bare hands? Purple-robed celestial master reminded lay practitioner to be careful. He pointed his finger, and a heavenly thunder fell down. The man was scared and kept screaming. With a loud crash, his whole body, his clothes were blasted apart. However, he was completely unharmed. The lightning did not harm him. I am still inexperienced, and only know a little about Thunderbolt Taoism. I hope you can advise me. The advice is useless. If that lightning had struck me directly, wouldn't I have been gone immediately? A man suddenly knelt down and begged for mercy, saying, "I know I was wrong. I am willing to do anything as long as you are willing to forgive me." Lay practitioner, I still prefer your original unruly and rebellious behavior. In the future, you and your team will come to clean the mountain gate every year. Remember that? A group of people crazily rushed up the mountain from below. They all want to establish a good relationship with the purple-robed celestial master. The Taoist apprentice stopped the people and shouted, "Wait, everyone! You haven't bought tickets yet." Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing the task and defeating the challenger. The host receives the reward. Command the weather. How does this reward, command the weather, compare to the Thunderbolt Taoism that I just received? He keeps saying, "Believe in science," over and over again. But when he raises his hand, it's a powerful thunderbolt Taoism strike. Today, Purple Robe Celestial Master initiated the second anti-counterfeiting campaign. He once again advocated for believing in science. The next moment, he turned around, drew his sword, and ascended to the sky to stop the rain. The man is called Hudson, and he just graduated this year. Like most people, he is a worker who works overtime every day. He was eventually squeezed dry by the capitalists, and tragically died suddenly at the company. And when he opened his eyes again, he had actually become the 106th generation Purple Robe Celestial Master of Qingyan Mountain. His disciples all bowed to him. However, soon a disciple noticed something was amiss. They discussed why Master always avoided them. A senior brother explained that this might be a sign of a master. In Hudson's memory, the Purple Robe Celestial Master was someone who could command the weather. But now, he doesn't know how to do anything and has to hide every day. However, in a year, he slowly accepted his ordinary self. And just as he was about to be exposed, the system finally appeared. Ding! Congratulations, host successfully binds the Super God Master system. As long as you complete the tasks, you can receive various rewards. Although it seems unreliable, he also has to give it a try. So in the days that follow, all he does every day is help tourists take photos and check in. He explains the method of immortal cultivation to the young Taoist apprentices. He will clean and polish the statues until they shine brightly. Finally, after completing a series of tasks, the system rewarded him with the Taiping 5 Qi formula. Fortunately, the system did not deceive him. Afterwards, he transformed from an ordinary person into a Purple Robe Celestial Master who could perform incredible feats. When his disciples saw this scene, a senior disciple chuckled and said, "See, I told you our master is hiding his talents." Previously, practicing the Taiping 5 Qi formula every day automatically, now having acquired the spell, "Command the weather," this master's position has become stable. But this is far from enough. He's currently only at the first level of Qi training and needs to strengthen it. During his time at the Hudson Spiritual Retreat, there have been continuous downpours and floods in many places. Recently, he has been practicing at the spiritual retreat and doesn't know what's happening outside. At this moment, a young Taoist apprentice came to report that there have been floods in many places recently. Villagers are praying to the gods for safety and peace. Someone also asked if we have a method to stop the rain. Even Hudson didn't expect this to happen during his own spiritual retreat. Such a flood unexpectedly occurred. The villagers have all come to him for help. He has to take charge of the situation. Let's go! Follow me to the Hall of the Three Purities. At this moment, inside the Hall of the Three Purities, numerous villagers are praying for the gods to stop the heavy rain. There are even television stations coming to report. Several days of heavy rain have resulted in 1 death and 29 injuries. Local villagers have come to Qingyan Mountain to pray for all people. The onlookers are discussing why the Purple Robe Celestial Master has not appeared yet. Some people have even started to curse angrily. The journalist reported that after the heavy rain, the new generation master immediately went on a spiritual retreat. Many viewers speculated that the master deliberately went into hiding. The Taoist apprentice said, "How can you make baseless accusations and slander the master?" An elderly woman cried, "She usually offers so many incense offerings. Please show us some miraculous signs." At this moment, a voice announcing the arrival of the master sounded. The new generation of Purple Robe Celestial Master stepped forward. The village chief immediately knelt down, begging the master to save the village. Hudson helped the village chief up. "I am coming out today. I am here to help everyone solve difficulties." With that, he took over the sword. "I recently learned a new divine ability that can make the rain stop," the reporter asked. "The meteorological station predicts that heavy rain will continue for several months. What does this Purple Robe Celestial Master want to do?" The photographer immediately set up the equipment to prepare for a live broadcast to expose the deception. Hudson looked at the pouring rain in the sky. With sufficient chi in his body, he decided to use Command the Weather to show everyone. He kept saying, "Believe in science," with every step he took, gracefully walking through the air. Just now, the TV station was live broadcasting his debunking as the purple-robed celestial master. Hudson is holding the 8-trigram sword. He is ready to leave the mountain gate to stop the rain. This confused the TV station reporter. Does this young master really want to promote superstition in front of the camera? A group of netizens even exclaimed, "Qingyan Mountain Purple-Robed Celestial Master exposes the truth on the spot." Everyone, take a look. Some netizens who have followed Hudson's Thunderbolt Taoism also said, "This master might really have some skills." Hudson, however, is still waiting for the system task to arrive. So, he can only take the initiative to try and see if there are any rewards. The next moment, a Bagua pattern appeared under his feet. He stepped onto the void with each step. He chanted incantations with his mouth, causing gold to turn into jade, the clouds in the sky to dissipate. The planet Jupiter brought auspicious signs, and the dust settled in the quiet rain. The staff in the TV studio were all amazed. This master is really capable. Hudson took out the 8-trigram sword and spoke. "With my divine sword, I dispel the storm." A golden sword light, shooting out directly from Qingyan Mountain, once pierced through the atmosphere. The dark cloud layer was pierced by a sword, and the pouring rain stopped under this sword. The onlookers knew that this could no longer be explained by science. The live broadcast room is buzzing with discussion. Is this reasonable? This is amazing. Awesome. Those who can wear the purple robe are indeed extraordinary. The villagers are joyfully shouting that the sky has cleared. The rain has stopped. Hudson is gently descending from the sky. The villagers are kneeling down to thank Master for his great kindness. An 80-year-old old lady even wanted to introduce her daughter to Master as a wife. Hudson asked everyone not to do so. You all should come to Qingyan Mountain to make offerings. It is only right that he lends a hand to protect peace and security. Seeing that each villager wants to introduce their daughter to him, Hudson politely declines. Monks do not get married. Let's understand that. And also, sir, please don't put money in my pocket. That is bribery. Hello, Master. I am a TV reporter. May I ask what spell you just used? Hudson looked into the camera and said, "Everyone should believe in science. Everything can be explained by science." You fly through the sky, and yet tell me to believe in science. Newton's coffin lid can't hold it down. Reporter Lily also asked Master not to joke around. This is a live broadcast across the country. Hudson said he wasn't joking. There are impurities in the air. Will it be okay for him to walk on air with a bit more strength? He has a loud voice. Will it be okay for him to disperse the thunderstorm in one breath? Not to mention a sword, that's a large laser pin. The people in the live broadcast room are being misled. Some of them are even enlightened on the spot. They understand the principles, but can people really achieve this? Hudson finished speaking and left directly. Journalist Lily asked the photographer if all the pictures just taken were clear. Relax, including master shots. Every frame of dispersing the rainstorm was captured. Okay, this way it will be easier to explain to the leaders. Perhaps in the future, official cooperation with him will come. Hudson looked at the system rewards with joy. Congratulations on successfully demonstrating holiness in front of people. Dispelling the natural disaster of the rainstorm rewards incense value plus 40,000, Master Sword Spirit Tempering plus 5, and a premium Immortal Crane Egg plus 1. He guessed right. Sometimes it is also necessary for him to take the initiative. He now has 50,000 incense value. He is preparing to buy some things in the system mall. The mystical talisman is a bit expensive, but it contains the methods of using talismans. This must be purchased along with the matching ink, talisman paper, and talisman brush. Everything needs to be arranged. This set of equipment is the standard configuration that a first-generation master should have. Next is to absorb directly. Indeed, All the knowledge of talisman is now in the brain. This simplified way is even more convenient than the legendary quantum wave speed reading. After everything was done, he looked at the master sword in his hand. I have to add 5 levels to the treasure sword, spirit tempering. The man kept saying science repeatedly. He also practices Thunderbolt Taoism as a dedicated disciple. He effortlessly performs the empty step technique with each step he takes. But he never expected that the mount hatched would have such a silly appearance on its face. Just now, Hudson took out the A-trigram sword spirit tempering. He raised his hand, and the sword stood tall in the empty air. The upgraded sword instantly transformed into a flying sword. A group of Taoist apprentices saw this, and began discussing excitedly. I told you our master is not human. See, I was right. The next moment, Hudson will sheath his sword. Even with spirit tempering plus 12, it will not be enough to break through the void with just one sword. Next, Hudson plans to take a look. What kind of thing is this celestial egg that the system rewards? The spirit bird egg can hatch a top-quality celestial crane. It belongs to the flying spirit beast. It can be used for transportation. Hudson looked at a large quail egg. If you find a broody hen to incubate this egg, will this egg hatch anything out? Ding, publish new task. Draw 100 talismans. Complete the incubation. Unfortunately, he just redeemed the complete collection of talisman. The system did not specify the quality of the talisman, so he naturally drew the simplest one. Very soon, a few strokes of vermilion cinnabar were drawn. A body-freezing talisman was completed. Now the talisman has been drawn. But for the first time, it always needs to be verified. At this time, the Taoist apprentice on the side found that the companion who had just been there had already run away. Hudson waved his hand towards the door and said, "Seen enough? Come over now for a close encounter with this blockhead. Didn't you hear Master wanted to try something new? Good thing you can run fast." Taoist apprentice bowed and said, "Pay my respects, Master." The next moment, he was taken by Hudson for experiments. A body-freezing talisman was applied to him. Seeing the effect, Hudson was very satisfied. Well done, well done. This body-freezing talisman can indeed make a person become like a sculpture. Hudson untied the body-freezing talisman. Sure enough, the Taoist apprentice instantly recovered. As for the pearl mouse that was part of this experiment, Hudson rewarded him with a roast chicken tonight. He then prepared to work overtime tonight. He has to finish drawing 100. He has to welcome his little fairy crane. One day later, Hudson finally managed to get 100 talismans. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing the drawing task with a success rate of 100%. The premium fairy crane egg has hatched. The next moment, the quail egg did indeed crack. A chicken claw broke out of the shell. Hudson's face was full of anticipation. He didn't know what would appear. Suddenly, a fierce white feathered chick rushed out. Hudson was so shocked that he was speechless. Is this a crane? I would have preferred to let it rot in the eggshell. The little chick was immediately unhappy upon hearing this, and Hudson poked it over with a finger. Is this what they call a crane? It's so ugly. The little crane was once again physically attacked by humans. It immediately fought back. If the power is not enough, then we can only rely on props to make up for it. Look at these 2 rewards. Can they make you stronger? Men always say they believe in science. The next moment, he turned around and rode a crane to the west. He was then immediately struck by a passing airliner in midair. Just a moment ago, Hudson had given a burst of spiritual energy to the little crane, helping the chick to undergo a round of electric shock therapy. The little crane finally regained consciousness. It has truly become a genuine fairy crane. Hudson looks at this thing only to be called a divine beast. What was that thing before? Let's call it Pearl in the future. Taoist novice is asking Master, can this crane carry people for flight? Hudson smiled. What's so difficult about that? Pearl, show them what you've got. The next moment, a dazzling golden light exploded. The crane was 3 times larger than before. Hudson spoke. Take off. With a whoosh, the crane quickly took off at a speed of 100 meters per 3 seconds. The Taoist apprentice shouted wildly, and the master ascended. The master rode a crane and headed west. This is what flying feels like. He asked Pearl to grow bigger once more. In this instant, it transformed completely into a gigantic bird, and soon Hudson saw a passenger plane flying at an altitude of 10,000 meters. A little girl inside the plane spoke up. Mom, I saw a bird as big as the airplane. The mother smiled and said, Silly child, there is no such bird in the world. In an instant, the plane went crazy. I understand the reason, but why is the bird so big? A group of people started taking pictures to post on their social media. Some even discussed how if they roasted the bird, it would be enough to feed an entire village. A young man even started a live broadcast, and a group of people began to debunk it, saying that it was fake created with 3D technology. However, some sharp-eyed netizens recognized the person on the crane. Isn't this the purple-robed celestial master from Qingyan Mountain? The passengers on the plane were instantly abuzz. Last time, they saw it online, and couldn't tell if it was real or not. This time, they became eyewitnesses. Hudson also noticed. It seems he caused quite a stir. So, Pearl is going to make a scene. Bloodline of the temporal crane god. Space jump? What happened? It vanished on the spot. Hudson praised Pearl for doing a great job. This wave scored full marks. This space jump spanned a full 50 kilometers. This is the standard equipment for Master to descend the mountain. The next moment, Hudson suddenly felt a shock. He looked down the mountain, where waves of dark energy were emanating a clear sign of trouble ahead. The man who always preached about believing in science finally had a moment of normalcy. This time it was just in front of 5 million viewers. Using a yellow talisman, he forcefully pulled someone back from the Manhwa bridge. Just now, Hudson felt a sinister aura, but it quickly disappeared. This can only mean that the thing is intentionally avoiding him. He also doesn't know the details of the strange things below, so it's better to leave first. He will come back to investigate further when he is fully prepared. The person who beat the master in the last battle. Now he is live streaming on Qingyan Mountain every day. He challenges and cleans 1,200 steps every day for 2 hours. He didn't expect the popularity from the last time has not faded yet. Up to now, there are still 5 million people watching the live stream. Meanwhile, at the foot of the mountain, a person is stumbling and shouting for help. Alex supported the man. Brother, what happened? Can you please explain it clearly? The audience was discussing loudly. Many people urged the live streamer to call Master to save the person. Alex also realized that something was wrong. He immediately wanted to go and ask Master for help. And at this moment, a figure of a purple-robed celestial master appeared. He spoke. No need. I have already sensed it. Alex spoke. Is it necessary to call the police and ambulance first? Hudson took a look, and his injuries were too severe. Even if we rush him to the hospital now, the chances of survival are slim. As soon as he said that, everyone was at a loss for what to do. Hudson said there's no rush to send him to the hospital. I didn't say he couldn't be saved. The next moment, the audience in the live stream started commenting frantically. Look, that man is about to take action on the scene. Some people have started to doubt. It's already the modern era, using talisman to save people. Don't be ridiculous, okay? Ding! The host triggers a new task to rescue the injured villagers. After the host completes it, the next stage will be unlocked. It turned out to be consecutive tasks. It seems that the monster wave that caused this person's injury is not simple. He can try out the freshly drawn healing talisman to see how effective it is in visibly healing the wound. The live stream instantly exploded. This is a must for Master to give a thumbs up. No need to evaluate this year's Nobel Prize in Medicine. The villager slowly opened his eyes after a moment. His body no longer hurt. He quickly thanked Master for his great kindness. Hudson asked him to talk about what was going on with the monster wave at the foot of the mountain. This morning, I don't know what happened. All kinds of fierce beasts in the mountains rushed out. The nearby village suffered a disaster, and many people were injured or killed. I ran for my life. The villagers are begging Master to take action and save the people at the foot of the mountain. Hudson assured him that he would take care of this matter and asked him to rest assured. Ding, Stage 1 has been completed. Please handle it properly. Monster Wave host will receive a bonus of 20,000 pre-heaven golden light mantra incense value. Publish a hidden task to investigate the source of Monster Wave. Host will receive a reward of 1 Master's small vegetable garden. Pre-heaven gourd seeds +1. Hudson spoke up, asking Ezra and others to go to the main hall. Soon, Reverend Ezra, dressed in a red robe, appeared. He inquired if the Master had a plan of action. Hudson spoke worrisomely. The responsibility of guarding Qingyun Mountain is significant. Depending solely on me may prove to be unsustainable. So this time let Ezra lead the team down the mountain to defeat the monster wave. Master, this isn't right, is it? My arms and legs are getting old. A single swipe from the monster can kill me. What are you afraid of? Come here, I'll show you something good. This is the Golden Light Talisman. By reciting the spell, one can summon a golden light protection. Ezra silently recites the incantation. Heaven and earth, divine lineage, golden light blessing. It does work, but the next moment, he is completely stunned. Because Hudson is holding a long sword in his hand. He said he wants to test the defensive effect of the golden light talisman by giving it a try and see if it can withstand the attack. Men are all saying that we should believe in science. Today, he finally started teaching others the science of immortal cultivation. He directly displayed the yellow talisman in front of the whole nation. No matter where this effect is placed, it is quite explosive. Just now, Hudson slashed a sword to verify the quality of Elder Ezra's golden light talisman. The over 80-year-old Ezra was almost scared to death. Hudson mercilessly criticized. Come on, you are an elder after all. Are you afraid of such a small scene? Ezra looked at the broken sword in disbelief. He was fine after all. Master's creations are always top-notch. The golden light talisman is amazing. Hudson then took out the speedy talisman and the powerful talisman to let the other Taoist apprentices try. A Taoist apprentice weighing 800 caddies felt like he was floating after using the speedy talisman. He felt like he was running faster than Bolt. Another skinny person weighing 16 caddies is lifting a large cauldron with his hands. He said he now feels incredibly strong. Hudson asked them to restrain themselves a little, as this is just the beginning. Let him go outside the gate. He still has other talismans to display. Ezra watched as Hudson, this generation's purple-robed celestial master, communicated with the divine. Upon arriving at the mountain gate, Hudson once again took out 2 talismans and asked Alex to demonstrate for everyone. Alex looked at the water-fire talisman and said, Can ordinary people use it too? Who cares? As long as what the master said is right, replied. Brothers, today I will show you something. Witness the quality of the purple-robed celestial master from Qingyun Mountain. The next moment, Alex shouted, Water comes, fire comes! He directly blew up the big chessboard just now to powder, and the heat in the live broadcast room exploded again. Some people say that Newton's coffin can be considered completely sealed with cement by Master. Ezra has also started to drift. With these talismans, wherever they go, they are like big brothers. But this time, going down the mountain to calm the monster wave, Master, we have more people. However, these talismans are a bit insufficient. Hudson directly took out a bag. You told me that several hundred of them are not enough. Is it all inside? Master, are you still a human? Alex asked. Master, don't you plan to personally go down the mountain? Hudson slowly replied. If the situation allows, I will certainly go. It's just not the right time now. He suddenly radiated the light of righteousness. Because I am about to break through to the foundation establishment stage during my spiritual retreat. The viewers in the live stream were calling it outrageous. This thing hasn't even reached the foundation establishment stage yet. It won't make it to the heavens in the future. Hudson said no more and turned away, then left. He had already explained the matter. Hopefully, don't let him down. Ezra bowed and said, I'll go arrange for the disciples to leave the mountain. You all heard what Master just said, right? This mission must only succeed, not fail. Alex began planning. After the deadline agreed with Master, whether he could negotiate a renewal with Master, even if it means staying back to clean the toilets. Half a day later, Chinyan Mountain Village was already occupied by monsters, and the Taoist apprentices all began to take action. At least one person posted several talismans. They have the additional effect of cheating. The monster is no match for it, but then suddenly a giant claw strikes. A red lingering shadow appears and strikes, sending the giant claw reeling back. A giant tiger with sharp fangs exposed its blood-red eyes. Step aside, this tiger is not something you can deal with. Ezra, the Taoist priest, is preparing to fight the Tiger King alone. At the next moment, a gust of wind arose beneath his feet. He used his famous ultimate skill, sliding tackle. He punched with a powerful talisman close to him. He directly knocked the Tiger King flying. This shock caused the Tiger King to vomit blood and fly out tens of meters. Being Master Ezra, he is indeed mighty and low-key. Master usually trains hard. With the Master's talisman bonus, it is truly remarkable. A beam of justice came straight toward him. Ezra spoke. I am fortunate not to have let you down. The last monster has been eradicated. It's time for us to go back and report. Today, the talented skater Ezra encountered the Waterloo of his professional career. Master Dao from Chinyan Mountain was unexpectedly slapped in the face by a bear. Just now, Master Dao became famous with a single slip and slide move. The TV station came to interview him. Master Dao, may I ask, how did you manage to kill a giant tiger barehanded with a slip and slide move? Ezra began to show off. I have just practiced for a few more decades than others. Fellow senior brothers of the same generation can also easily do it. The journalist explained that Chinyan Mountain is truly a hidden dragon. However, Ezra is thinking of going back to ask Master for more talismans, otherwise he won't be able to show off. And at that moment, an unexpected situation arose. A black bear that had escaped the net started to attack the crowd. The Taoist apprentice quickly reminded everyone to evacuate and flee. At this moment, Ezra appeared and stopped the black bear. He said, A mere black bear is nothing to fear. Everyone, don't panic. Let me show you how I, the Taoist master, will subdue it. With the master talisman in my possession, this black bear's fate is sealed. The result was that the black bear was too lazy to listen to him talk. It directly took action and slapped him with a paw. Ezra asked if it hurt to be slapped in the face. Elias warned everyone to be careful, as this bear is incredibly strong. Getting slapped in the face really hurts. Suddenly, another red-robed figure appeared. It was none other than senior brother Nolan. He took a powerful step and accelerated 100 meters in an instant, arriving in front of Black Bear. He threw out a body-freezing talisman, which immediately made Black Bear start petrifying upon contact. Nolan laughed triumphantly. The little black bear was easily subdued. The crisis has been averted. Let's wrap things up and head back to the mountains. A group of Taoist apprentices frantically reminded. Watch out, Elder Nolan. Nolan quickly turned around, startled. This time, Black Bear actually gathered strength and slapped. Nolan was directly slapped and sent flying for several meters. He was almost ascending on the spot. He quickly took out the healing talisman and called on his fellow disciples. Everyone, help me take him down together. All of a sudden, A group of Taoist apprentices surrounded him. They yelled, "You offended the Taoist master, you won't leave today." The black bear, provoked and stimulated, became even more enraged at this moment. It directly grabbed the sword that was stabbing towards it with one claw. With another swipe, it sent both the person and the attack flying away. Ezra stepped forward and shouted fiercely, "You animal! Today, a grudge is formed. You attacked my senior brother and harmed my disciple. Today, I shall show you what living through fire and ice truly means." One icy and one fiery spiritual chi directly hit the arrogant black bear. Everyone, take a look. The Taoists of Qingyun Mountain, who advocate for belief in science, are currently using their supernatural powers to battle the monster. Groups of people are all criticizing. How can they believe in science like this? Some even say, "This is no beast, the Taoists just want to enjoy some bear paws." Others laugh, saying the Taoists have magical powers. No one can stop it. At this moment, all the Taoist apprentices are taking action. They directly let the black bear experience it. Qingyun Mountain's unique service of a two-pronged approach of ice and fire unexpectedly appeared in the next moment. The black bear not only survived the ice and fire attacks, but also became even more ferocious. Ezra was so frightened that he cracked on the spot. What a scene! Attacks have no effect, just like scratching an itch. Could it be that this beast has made a breakthrough at a critical moment? Oh, this black bear has increased in strength. The effects of ordinary talismans on it have worsened. Everyone, get ready for a new round of attacks. At the same time, Hudson has started a spiritual retreat to make a breakthrough. He is just one step away from a breakthrough. He started to concentrate, focus, and the next moment, he suddenly opened his eyes wide. The foundation was successfully built. He looked at the abundant spiritual chi in his hand. This was the feeling after stepping into the foundation establishment stage. This is very moist. He flicked the spiritual chi in his hand. The Taoist apprentice watched as a golden light quickly slid over the top of his head. An explosion sounded, and Hudson stood up and emerged from seclusion. The Taoist apprentice looked at the sensor pierced through by a finger and asked, "Master, did you activate a cheat code?" The man who makes people believe in science. He rode a crane to go south in front of netizens across the country. Netizens from all over the country saw Master's arrival. They all commented that elegance is timeless. Just now, the system sent a notification. The monster wave at the foot of the mountain has been cleared. The host received the pre-heaven golden light mantra with an incense value of 20,000. Hudson knows that Ezra has a talisman to assist with speed. Indeed, it has become much faster. The next moment, he wanted to see what this newly acquired pre-heaven golden light mantra was. At the incantation, a top-grade golden light enveloped him, dispelling evil and praising the divine. It was impregnable to all laws. Only the power of the golden elixir could break through, can be upgraded after a breakthrough in cultivation. Looking at the introduction, this talisman has a body protection effect, and it can only be broken by someone at least one level higher than oneself. This is basically invincible at the same level now, with this defensive measure in place. Next, it's time to increase some attack power. Suddenly, Hudson was stunned. 10,000 swords in one thought, a type of flying sword technique that uses mental power to control the sword. With one thought, the sword divides into 10,000, shuttling back and forth like a flying sword, easily decapitating enemies with a casual demeanor. Flying sword is the signature weapon of the purple-robed celestial master. The next moment, he waved his finger to test the effect. With a swish, the 8-trigram sword transformed into a stream of light, standing tall in front of Hudson. Hudson raised his hand and snapped his fingers. A few buzzing sounds were heard, and the flying sword divided into 3. Instantly, 3 divine swords stood above Hudson's head. Sure enough, this is just like the splitting sword technique. Moreover, with the improvement of cultivation, unleashing a simultaneous attack with 10,000 swords is not just a dream. Suddenly the system prompt appears. A black bear monster has appeared at the foot of the mountain. Subduing it will reward you with a complete guide to forging artifacts. Additionally, you will gain 20,000 incense value. It seems that there are indeed native fairies in this world. Now receiving the task prompt, it can only mean that Ezra and his team have encountered an unexpected situation that their current strength cannot handle. Let's take this opportunity to test the power of the skills I just learned. The next moment, he shouted to Pearl, "Get ready, we are about to set off." Meanwhile, at the foot of the mountain, Black Bear has entered a state of frenzy. A group of young Taoist apprentices have been educated to be disheveled and dirty. The situation has been reversed. Qingyun Mountain has become the defending side. The reporter is broadcasting live on the scene. The current situation is not very optimistic. It seems that the Taoists are being suppressed by the beast. National netizens are watching the live broadcast. They are all commenting negatively, saying that the black bear has gone berserk and pointing out that the golden light around the Taoists is starting to dissipate. At this moment, Nolan is panting heavily. He spoke up to his junior brothers. "This is the last golden light talisman. I will hold it back. You guys protect and transfer the others immediately." Ezra shouted, "Senior brother, don't do something stupid. We still have the speedy talisman to escape." Nolan spoke up. "No, this beast is out of control. None of us can escape. Hurry and go ask Master to come down the mountain." "I'm sorry, Master. This is all I can do." Ezra tried to go up to stop it, but was blocked by the Taoist apprentice. A group of disciples burst into tears. Nolan no longer hesitated and rushed forward with a fierce sliding tackle. The black bear once again lifted its more than 300 pounds jaw, as if saying, "Here I come, buddy." Nolan shouted in dismay as soon as he saw it. In the end, he was still one step too late. At this moment, a flash of light passed by. With one strike, it pierced through the bear's paw. Nolan stared blankly. This is Master's 8 trigram sword. "Look, Master is here." Hudson stood tall, riding a crane down the mountain gate. Stood high above everyone. The next moment, he suddenly fell from the sky. "Thank you all for your hard work. Leave the rest to me. You all, take a good rest." In the comments section, seeing Purple Robe Celestial Master appear, the effect is explosive. "You're dead, Bear. The Master has arrived. We're steady this time. Black Bear is in for some trouble now." Nolan reminds that Black Bear has become quite cunning. And very naughty. Always slapping people in the face. "Master, be careful." Hudson takes a look. The dual forms give rise to everything, and all things become apparent. Gathered but not yet solidified. It looks like Black Bear has cultivated to the 8th level of Chi training. Nothing to fear, he suddenly stepped out. Incalculable Celestial Lord, cultivation is not easy. If you leave on your own, I will spare your life. Black Bear seems to understand, as if it can understand. It angrily lifted a car and smashed it. Hudson looked at the other party and said, "You were the one who attacked first. Everyone saw it." A golden light appeared in his hand. With one palm, he stopped the car. An explosion sounded. The Taoist apprentices all expressed their worry for Master. Ezra reassured them not to panic, as Master was fine. The smoke cleared after the explosion. Black Bear was suddenly startled.